right, guys, welcome back to the ALGS channel. Hope you guys are all doing well and having a great day so far. A good bit to discuss in today's video, not too much, and it might even be a shorter video also because honestly the Pro League and Apex Legends esports in general has been super dry over the off season. There's just simply not much to talk about all the time because there's no tournaments going on. It's just scrims. There's no like big events that are happening or nothing really to look forward into, or no big roster changes happening right now. Pretty much the same old, but we do have some information updates, especially regarding Sweet Dreams, that we want to just highlight a little bit of. Also, the last couple of days we haven't been posting for the same exact reason because there's just simply not much going on. But as we go into PSQ at the end of this month and even Pro League into January, we will obviously start ramping the content back up over on this channel as well to keep you guys up to date. But you haven't missed anything. There simply has not been much going on over on this side of things, but obviously we still have some things we want to discuss. So like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date, all things Apex Legends esports related. And here we go. First thing that I wanted to make mention of, coming from the Pro League scrim qualifier result stuff last night. So basically these are all the teams that are scrimming against each other that are going to be playing against each other in the PSQs, right? So the Pro League qualifiers coming up at the end of this month and then going into December as well. These are the teams that are doing it, and once again, E8 not disappointing. Ever since getting Zapto, this team has looked so strong, so good, so consistent. I think they had finally they had their bad game on Pro League qualifier or Pro League scrims yesterday. I want to say they like placed 13th or something. That's like the worst they've done since, like, honestly picking up Zapto. They have done so good with him, and finally they had a bad night last night. So we'll see obviously if they can keep it up. But in the PSQ results, of course, they're playing in both PSQ though, they're still looking good, third place. And then yesterday, actually last night, E8 did good again. I'm talking about 2 days ago, E8 I think got 13th or something like that. But nonetheless, they have consistently been top 3 in everything. It's weird seeing E8 do so good. Like, I've just not been used to this, and something along the lines, they have flipped the switch somewhere. But these are the teams, obviously you see Tripod struggling a little bit in this in PSQs, and I don't know what this roster is going to do honestly as we get into PSQ. You know, the dates are coming around pretty shortly. You could take a look at this. November 25th through the 27th is your first one. That's coming up literally in just a couple of weeks. Like, is that during Thanksgiving? They should have really thought about that, man. Come on, that should have done, like, they should have postponed it a week back. Then December 2nd through the 4th, so that's the following week. Then you've got December 9th through the 11th, once again the following week, and then the following week, December 16th through the 18th. So it's like back to back to back to back to back. It's like consistently going pretty fast here as well. So hopefully some of these teams that you're looking out for and your fan favorites of, you will be able to see them compete pretty soon and get into the Pro League itself after they go through these handy dandy qualifiers. Also wanted to mention though, coming from the Pro League results as well, oddly enough, E8 of course are not actually in Pro League, but they're still being invited into the Pro League scrims, and that's because not only are they a household name and heavy hitting name with Shuby and Zach Mazer and now Zapto as well, everyone pretty much expects E8 to make it into Pro League. Even if it's not for winning a PSQ, they should easily be able to do it based upon the point system. So if you're not familiar with how they're actually going to get in, 4 teams are going to get in by winning each qualifier, and then it goes based upon points. So you should really have no problem at all seeing E8 find their way into that Pro League itself. Like, I'm pretty sure it almost is going to be guaranteed. So that's why they're probably playing in Pro League scrims as well. Not only are they a household name, but also they are looking very strong, and so is this team right here. Unsigned roster already there. It still amazes me that this team is not signed, but you could actually expect this considering this is the off season. Many orgs might not want to pay free money, you know, when you're not really competing in anything that is that big. You want to wait till the season starts, and so that could be why already there is getting a delay on getting a signed roster position. So we'll see obviously if Keon, Vax, and Madness can find themselves on a big organization pretty soon. But if you're looking for any teams to sponsor, if you're a big organization watching this video, you are crazy for not signing already there, because they've probably been the most consistent team still in North American scrims since they've started. They've constantly been in the top 3, probably more than any other roster that has played in these. Just gotta say, those guys are looking really good for this upcoming year. Also wanted to mention Sweet and Friends, number 5 once again. He's been a real magnet to 5th and 6th place in the last couple of days, but it's important to mention that as he trialed Genburten, it seemed, with Nathan, they were contested and I think placed 5th with 39 points. And then they trialed what seemed to be Koyful, obviously. You know, actually I think Genburten was trying to hide his identity. Koyful was like, didn't really care, and it was like very clearly Koyful. So You've had Nate, Sweet, and Koi, Nate, Sweet, and Jin, and many people are interested to see which way Sweet might go. And of course, like every single scrim block, Sweet has placed 5th and 6th. Like it has been very, very consistent. But also confirmed, Sweet has won a game with all 3 of these scrim blocks as well. So it's not really to say that it's like very clear they play much better with Genburten or very clear that they play much better with Koyful. They're looking pretty good with both. And I really wonder which one it's going to come down to. But of course, with Koi being in North America already, it is a lot easier for them to get more games, more chemistry and ranked and such. So we'll see exactly what happens. But this was yesterday. Koyful posted this on his Twitter, getting ready for ALGS Year 4. And I got to say, you know, it looks good for him because he is building up not only a good resume over the last couple of weeks and months, especially with his R5 reloaded stats and how good he has been mechanically, and even getting vouchers from Verholst about him being the golden standard for all of these things as well. It's not necessarily to, I'm not trying to undermine ranked here or say that this is even that big of a deal, but when you're playing in ranked and you go off and you 1v3 save the day in front of this guy that you're trialing for, basically yesterday Nathan was not available, and it seems like Sweet was playing with Reeds and Koyful, and this is actually the roster that they would go to play scrims with as well. And once again they did place 5th, and once again they did win another game in that. So it's really hard to say that they're just astronomically better with one guy over the other. But this is a clip that Koyful hit, 2 clips actually, in front of Sweet Dreams himself, and you just have to know, even though it's ranked, and I know you're thinking it's probably not a big deal, Sweet's looking at this thinking this guy's freaking cracked. Roll the clip.
No, here. Oh my god, bro. Dead. You could run Koi maybe? Hit cannon if you can maybe? Oh, you hit cannon and survive, you can run. Oh my god, you're the best player in the game. God.
Oh my shit.
Fuse 36.
I'm gonna go to the right.
Angle's behind him. Angle's behind.
They won.
Look for Fuse if you can.
Wait, inside, yeah, fuse one, fuse that. I'm studying, on the knock. One, he's one. Dead. Nice. Bind, on the roof. Cracking, 90.
So it's not to say that obviously this means everything, but it is important to note that, like, you know, chemistry and watching things like this unfold and realizing that you can really trust this player to be consistently good as well. These small things can play a little bit of a factor going into the decision as Sweet and Nate look to make their official roster change update and who they might trust the most. Interested to see, though, of course, which one you guys think would be the better fit, Genburten or Koyful, or someone we haven't even seen yet. Of course, I wouldn't look too far into the Reeds thing because, you know, I think they've already confirmed that Nate is playing with Sweet. No doubt about it. So nothing really to look too far or deep into there. Also, you know that Oxygen wasn't playing last night. It was more than likely that Reeds was just filling in to help out as well. So it seems like it'll be Nate, Sweet, Koi, or Nate, Sweet, Jin, maybe even somebody we haven't seen yet. Not really sure, but interested to see what you guys have to say down in the comment section below. Of course, like the video, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you all in the next one. Take care of yourselves, and until next time, later, Gators.